Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, where I give you the tips and tools to manage your money, increase your savings and your income, and decrease your debt. Now that it's spring, I have heavily been in the mood of getting rid of stuff. And actually, I get rid of stuff pretty regularly, but I really have been changing out a few things, finding some stuff that we had like in different types of storage situations, and we're getting rid of all of that stuff. So a lot of this stuff will be actually either sold on different sites or either given away. And so I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about different ways you can make money with your spring cleaning. So the first thing that I have been going through is clothes. With my clothes in particular, I have to switch them out for the seasons, which I hate. But what I've realized is every summer recently, there's a lot of clothes that I put back in my different storage containers that I don't really like, and I didn't wear the whole summer. And a lot of those pieces of clothing are in a really good condition because maybe I only wore them like once or twice to begin with. And some of them, I hate to mention, I've never wore. So I thought it might be a good idea to sell a few of those pieces. And the same thing for my shoes. I don't know if I mentioned this on here or not before, but I am a shoe girl. Like, I don't really need all the clothes, but give me all the shoes. So I have shoes that maybe I only wore them once and maybe they didn't feel good, or maybe just the shoe that I needed for an outfit and I forgot to return them. I will tell you all that right before the pandemic, I had bought several pairs of shoes for, like, it was a birthday gift to myself. I forgot I owned every one of those pair of shoes because we literally went out of the country and came back into what we're currently in. And I forgot because we weren't going anywhere. And recently I was going through my closet and I was going through all my shoes because I did realize there were shoes that I don't like them. I don't wear them anymore. And I found all these shoes. Like, it was at least like 3 or 4 pair. So I definitely am going to get rid of some of them because now I'm definitely in a different like place. I don't want to wear some of those shoes anymore. Also, I've gotten a little lazy in the pandemic, but that's a whole nother thing with the heel situation. I don't want to wear heels all the time. I do wear them, but less. So I'm getting rid of some of those shoes. And here are a few of the ways that I've looked up to sell a few of them. Now, we have heard about like Poshmark and Mercari before. Those are things that I've talked about before on this channel. So those are, I am going to list some of those shoes on there. But I also thought about looking into ThredUp. So ThredUp is a site where it's like a consignment site, and they actually like send you the packaging. They actually send you a bag that is postage free for you to put your stuff in and send back to them, and then they will sell it on your behalf. Now, the stuff needs to be in, you know, good condition. If they feel like it's not in the best condition or it's going to be good, from what I understand, they donate them, but they will sell the items for you. They take out their commission, then they send you the rest of the money when the items sell. I'm thinking about trying that out. So I'll let you know if I try it out how it goes. I might send a few pieces and see how it goes. But then I'm also going to sell some things on like Poshmark. But another way that you can make money is if you have some really nice luxury pieces, think about websites like The RealReal or Trazy. They're similar to ThredUp, but more of the stuff on those sites seem to be more luxury. If I'm not mistaken, I think Trazy does take like stuff from Zara and places like that. But it's a way to get rid of some of the things that you have that you may only wore once, and it's just taking up space in your closet. Also, one thing I did realize when I went to Trazy's website is that you can sell wedding dresses on there, which I really want to sell my wedding dress, y'all. I've wanted to sell it since before I bought it. Like, that was the thought process. And I put it up for sale at one point, but it didn't sell. And I don't know. And now I'm thinking, like, why don't I just get it cut and dyed? Because I do love the dress. I love the dress. Dress is dope. I just don't know why I would need that dress again. And so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But if you have a wedding dress or you recently gotten married and you don't want to necessarily keep your dress, then think about Tracy where you could sell your dress. Especially with the cost of dresses, just being able to get a little bit of money back on what you spent is always a great thing. Another thing that you can think about selling to get some money for is, like, if you have any old like DVDs or CDs, even video games and video game consoles. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and like throw in like your electronics that you are no longer using, because you know, like, you get something new, especially if you don't necessarily trade it in, and you're just sitting there with this device and it's just sitting there. You're not using it. But you can actually trade some of these things in, not for another device, but basically you sell it back to companies and they will give you money for them. So I recently was going through one of our storage ottomans. I had no idea I had so many workout DVDs, y'all. And we don't even use DVDs anymore in this house. Like, we literally have a DVD player and a Blu-ray player. When's the last time you watched a DVD? Now, I will say, if it's like an old movie, like my favorite movie, you know, your favorite movie and stuff, you know, I'll probably keep those, right? But otherwise, like, I'm probably not going to use workout DVDs. I have a workout program I use. There are so many different workouts you can pull on YouTube. Like, would I really use them? One of my favorite places to sell that type of stuff is Declutter. So if you haven't heard of Declutter before, mostly what they'll take is, like, they do take some DVDs and CDs. They take a lot of like electronics, like cell phones. They take video game consoles, video games. I think they also take laptops and things like that. Now, all of the electronics, you want to make sure you clean the hard drive off and stuff like that. But you can go to their website and actually put in what you have. They'll give you an offer, and then they actually send you the packaging to send it to them. And once they receive it, they make sure it matches what you said. So, you know, make sure you're truthful about how the item looks. And then they will pay you out. And I've done it. I've sent them a couple of cell phones that I've had in the past that I wasn't using any longer. There was nothing about the cell phone, no reason for me to keep it. And so I sent it to them and they've actually paid me out for them. So that's something that you can consider doing. They also take books. Now, if you don't want to use Declutter, there are other sites like Gazelle who also does electronics. You can also sell, you know, CDs and DVDs on eBay. And y'all, I found, so I don't know if y'all remember, like, when they used to sell the Zumba DVDs, and I used to love Zumba, so I had the Zumba DVDs. I did use them. Okay, I ain't buy them and just not use them. So I found my whole set last week. And I looked on eBay and people were selling them. So I'm thinking about like putting that mug on eBay and see if it's going to sell and then just send it out. Because I even got the little, I don't even know what they call. Hold up. Okay, so I even got the little, I don't know what these are called that you, while you know, get your little Zumba on. So I'm trying to see if I could like sell these real quick. Because if I can make like a little quick buck, you know, for something that I'm not using longer and somebody else wants to use, why not? And since I mentioned books, because Declutter takes books, I should also say if you have any books that, you know, you're not going to really read again, because you know how it is. Some books we love and we just always want to keep. But then there's books like you read it once or you didn't really care for it. It was good for the time that you needed it. And now that you don't, or you just need space. Because like we have 2 bookcases. I might do a little book clean out also. But You can also look at bookscouter.com and you can put the ISBN in there and see if they'll take the book. And they may take the book, like you might be able to register the book and sell the book on there. And Declutter is the same way. You can put in the ISBN number and see if you can sell that book. Another thing that I definitely noticed when I was doing a little bit of spring cleaning was that I do have a lot of gift cards that I have not finished using. Now, for the most part, I'm quick to use a gift card because, you know, I'd rather spend the gift card than my own money. But every now and then, you know, when you go and buy something and it's a little bit of money left and you kind of forget about it. I have a few of those gift cards left behind. I actually, funny enough, I have like the gift card with a little sticky on it with how much is left on it because I had the intentions to use it. So if you're not going to use it, I mean, you should try to use it if you can, if it's feasible for your budget also. If you're not going to use it though, you can look into selling the gift card. So one site that you can go on to sell your gift cards is called raise.com, and on there you can sell either gift cards that fully have like the full original value or gift cards that just have a little bit of money left on them. You can also buy gift cards on there. So if you're looking to buy a gift card at a discounted rate, maybe it's a gift for someone, you're looking to save a little money when you're trying to do it, then you can check out that site for that also. Now, I would hate to, you know, not tell you about other places where you can actually sell items, because there's so many things that if you're cleaning and going around your home that you could possibly sell. Like maybe there's just furniture you haven't gotten rid of or things like that. So there is so many other sites that I have not mentioned. A few of those are Carousel, Nextdoor, Vinted, Depop, and even OfferUp and Let Go. So if you don't want to use any of the sites that I mentioned, you can definitely sell on those sites. And don't forget about, of course, Facebook Marketplace. You could definitely sell some things on Facebook Marketplace. And I'll also like to mention, if you have some things that you just don't feel like are quality enough to sell, but you are still wanting to spring clean, get rid of that stuff. Okay, you can still donate that stuff. You will feel so much better when your house is clear of the nonsense, believe me, because I'm feeling good already. For those items, think about places like either your local shelters, you have your local Goodwills or Salvation Army. When you donate to those places, you actually should get a receipt. Make sure you write down what you actually donated so that you can possibly write it off on your taxes, right? So even though you may not get cash money in hand, you can get a donation. And if it's something that you know you just need to get rid of and you can't donate it, right? Then again, think about Facebook Marketplace, because on there I see there are a lot of things you can get for free, like people are just trying to get rid of, and you could put it on there. Also, if you have electronics that are just like, it's done, like let's say Declutter or Gazelle won't take it. Another place to check out is Best Buy. Best Buy will take certain electronics for free. Some of the other electronics, they'll make you pay like a $25 disposal fee, and I think that might depend on the state that you're in. But I definitely took a couple electronics over to Best Buy because they were no good for no one else. Like I dropped off my old laptop. I think I dropped off my iPad 3 because Declutter would not take my iPad 3. I mean, look what iPad we on. What are we on now? Like 9? And yeah, like it's just so many. And then even I'm going to drop off, I have a printer that's acting a fool. We got a new printer. We're going to drop that printer off to Best Buy. So there are plenty of ways for you to get rid of things, even if you just throw it away in the trash. But you will feel so much better. So hopefully, as you're spring cleaning, make sure you put some things aside that you feel like you can make some money off of. And let me know what you're selling and where you're selling it at and what your experience is down in the comments below. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so it can get out to more people. And I will see you next week with an all new video.